My first question is, what does Women's History Month mean for you?
For me, it's a time to reflect upon women's progression in the workforce. I think starting back in the 50s and 60s, where women started to transition from being a housewife and then entering the workforce, trying to figure out where we fit in the types of jobs that we can do in a predominantly male labor force, thinking back on sort of that period of time and where we are now, just being reminded of how much we've grown, how much progress we've made, and being mindful to continue to progress and support each other in that regard.
Particularly from the law enforcement ranks, I think it serves as a great reminder, first of all, to the far too few women in law enforcement ranks, particularly in ERO, about just where they've come from, and to your point, Debbie, where they can go, and also to their colleagues, just to step back and just be mindful of just the significance of women in the workforce, women in law enforcement, how it affects the women in their family, whether it be their spouses and particularly their daughters. It's just that reminder that so much of where we've been, but also more importantly, where we're going. Yeah.
To me, Women's History Month is really important because in this country, every day is pretty much Men's History Day. Men are celebrated just here in the district. If we're taking a stroll through, we'll see a monument or a memorial to this man or another man, but you don't see so much for women. So in my opinion, it's important during this month to highlight all of the achievements and the firsts by women in history, because from the beginning of time and through today, women continue to make history. I mean, if you look at, because this just passed the presidential election, people will look at Ms. Clinton, and if you think of women running for president, that's who you think of, Hillary Clinton. Well, before Ms. Clinton in 1972, there was a woman by the name of Shirley Chisholm, and she was the first woman to run for a major party nomination for the Democratic Party, as well as she was the first African American to run for president, period. And when people think of African Americans and president, you think of Barack Obama. But there was someone before Ms. Clinton and someone before Barack Obama, and even before Ms. Chisholm. In 1872, there was a woman by the name of Victoria Woodhull, I believe her name was, and she was the first woman to ever run for president. And so because we only know what we're exposed to, I think it's very important to expose everyone to those things.